When my wife came back from her business trip, I noticed strange white stains on her clothes. They weren't mine. I got them tested and discovered she had a deadly STD. She caught it from another man. I wanted to save her life until I saw the videos. That's when I knew she buried her own marriage. Timothy, or Tim to his friends, glanced at his phone as a message from his wife of 5 years, Candace, Candy as she preferred, appeared. He had just secured a major IT contract with a California company, promising growth for his firm and a salary boost. Tim hoped this would enable him and Candy to start the family they'd planned. But unease lingered since a camping trip with his boss, Jake Hudson, a week ago. Candy seemed distant, irritable, and preoccupied. The unease deepened when Tim, doing laundry, found a disturbing substance in Candy's underwear, solidified with a distinct odor. His world crumbled. Suspecting infidelity, he vowed to uncover the truth. With a West Coast trip looming, he consulted Ruby Hawkins, a family law attorney. "Are you sure she's cheating?" Ruby asked. Tim, uncertain but desperate, needed proof. Ruby explained that in their no-fault divorce state, evidence like photos or videos was crucial. She suggested hiring investigator Marvin Johnson, and Tim agreed. Marvin provided a tracking app for Candy's phone, a landline recorder, and a hidden audio device for her purse. Tim hated resorting to such measures, but felt compelled. Other signs fueled his suspicions: Jake's arrogance and Candy's odd behavior. During his trip, Candy mentioned waitressing at Jake's party, claiming a staff member fell ill. Uneasy, Tim alerted Marvin. That night, Candy confirmed her role over a call. The next day, she didn't answer, and Marvin's email crushed Tim. Candy spent the night at Jake's with graphic photos showing her with Jake and trusted colleagues. Another photo depicted her sprawled on the floor. Devastated, Tim drowned his sorrow at the hotel bar. The tracker showed Candy's phone still at Jake's, and more photos revealed her with Jake's son, Mike, and others. Heartbroken, Tim flew home early. Candy's car was gone, but the tracker confirmed her phone's location. Meeting Ruby, Tim learned a divorce would likely split assets evenly, given their similar incomes. Ruby filed for divorce, citing infidelity. Unable to work under Jake, Tim contacted John Carlson at Empire, securing a new job. Over dinner with John and his wife, Rose, a counselor, Tim shared his pain. Rose offered weekly counseling, covered by Empire, and Tim accepted. Back home, Candy noticed Tim's coldness. He avoided her kiss, citing jet lag, and slept separately. He retrieved a recorded call where Jake admitted their affair began on the camping trip and pressured Candy to manipulate Tim, threatening to leak videos. Marvin's surveillance captured everything. At work, Tim resigned, handing Jake the California contract and his resignation letter. Jake admitted to the affair, taunting Tim. Recording the confession, Tim left for HR. Candy, sensing Tim's distance, confided in Jake, who dismissed her concerns. Tim confronted Candy with photos, videos, and audio, demanding she leave, return her rings, and drop his surname. Candy admitted Jake seduced her during the camping trip. She pleaded for counseling, but Tim, betrayed, refused. A sheriff served her divorce papers and a restraining order, forcing her to pack and leave. She apologized, but Tim remained resolute. Jake's threatening voicemails prompted Ruby to involve the sheriff. Candy's parents pleaded for reconciliation, but Tim showed them the evidence. Appalled, they took her belongings. When Jake, Mike, and 2 colleagues barged into Tim's home, he confronted them with his licensed pistol, calling police. Officers arrested them for violating the restraining order, verifying Tim's credentials. Over 3 months, Tim thrived at Empire, finding satisfaction. Counseling with Rose helped manage trust and anger. He joined a gym, took martial arts, and followed a diet. The divorce proceeded smoothly, as Candy didn't contest. A lawsuit against Jake for alienation of affection won Tim $1 million, with the judge condemning Jake's actions. Jake's business faltered as clients abandoned him. Candy's mother informed Tim that Candy tested HIV positive, likely from Jake's party. Tim visited her, shocked by her gaunt appearance. She apologized, taking responsibility. Moved, Tim forgave her, urging peace. Weeks later, news reported Jake, Candy, and Mike's deaths in a double homicide and suicide. Autopsies confirmed their HIV status. Police believed Candy's disclosure to Jake triggered his rampage, killing her, Mike, and himself. Tim attended Candy's memorial, supporting her parents, and mourned their past. 2 months later, colleague Cynthia Stone invited Tim to happy hour. Hesitant but hopeful, he agreed. A familiar voice, Candy's, urged him to pursue Cynthia. Startled, Tim found no one nearby. Shaking off the chill, he embraced the possibility of a new chapter.